So what's happened is I've created the entire app for your project. It's a completely relatable production. It's the next step. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly share it out with all of you. Let's see here. There we go. This is what it'll look like. So you just say, let's see here. I think, sorry. Yeah, there. So make video for class. And there we go. And it adds the video. Okay. And they're all blue because that means they need to be done. I'm going to make them clickable. Probably do that in the next couple of days, but they're not really necessary for today. So what I want you to do is I want you to start preparing for the next step. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you an updated week 14, a new week 14. I think we're at branch. Yeah, so we're going to get a week 14 start, and that should be sometime this afternoon. And what it'll do, it'll set you up to get started on your routes. And all I'm going to do is give you the home page. Some items will be in there like the DB Connect that you won't know, and that's okay. You work from what you do know, and you can use it to inform your layout. What I want you to do is just download this, take a look at it, whether it's copy and paste from GitHub if you're not interested in developing your GitHub skills, or down, clone like we talked about. The other thing is what you want to do is set up a MongoDB Atlas account, and that's right here. So if let's see here, if I can click on the look. There we go. Click on logo, go to incognito, so it'll log me out. Okay, and you go to MongoDB. There you go. And so what you want to do is it's free. It costs nothing. So you want to set up that account. So sign up for a MongoDB account if you're interested in doing a Mongo database connection. Then you download the community version of MongoDB Compass Community. That'll probably be on here somewhere. Let's see. Let's see where it is here. Installation, probably installation. MongoDB Community Edition. This is in Compass. You want to make sure you get Compass. This is the actual database. Let's see. Okay, what I'll just do is Compass. No, this is all the server. Okay, so you got to get your Atlas, like I said. But I'm going to just do install MongoDB Compass Community. There we go. When in doubt, Google it out. So there you go. Download and install Compass. There's a Windows version. There is a Mac version because I'm using it. They're there. So however you're inclined, just go for it. Set that up. What it'll do is it'll allow you to get access to, let's see if we close this down and go back here. It allows you to see a lot of what's here without logging in. And every time you go here, you got to log in. This one you don't have to do that. It's going to stay logged in all the time because it's on your local system. The security threshold is different. So yeah, it's a lot to take in. Don't get too distressed. This is just like baby steps. So yeah, so then I'm gonna send you this index. so that you can see it. You'll also get the new updated package.json, which you'll notice there's this one, this one, this one, this one. So there's 4 new libraries, and you'll even see here, you can tell that there's a lot of a lot of new files and folders. This is a good structure for you to take a look at. One thing I have to change is I don't want config.env and config/db.js. Great. Great. And the reason why I want it like this is because what I want to do is create a fake one for you. Fake.config.env. And that's what I'm going to do next. And then fake.db.js. That way I can give you an example without giving you my passwords and my codes. And these ones will go up on GitHub. And all you'll have to do is just rename them and follow the fake instructions. Let me just take a look here. I'll pull it off screen. I'll grab something. Yep, that'll, don't delete that. That'd be bad. Okay, and then Mongo user password, collection name, and then, yeah, okay, so here you go. So this will be what it looks like when you go to try to connect. It actually shows it here, the generic one. So let me go over here, click on, I just wanted to go, okay, that works too. There we go. And then connect, and you say connect to your application, and then that's where you get, see, and it wants you to include your password there. Maybe I'll just put that one here. I think that pretty much it's the same, except that it does test, it defaults to test. And that means this, if you go to collections, this becomes test. Okay? The other thing you're going to find out really fast is that you can't get access to it. Even though you have the right secure, environmental variable, everything is good. When I first started learning, probably almost every single time, unless I did it the next day, I would forget this. What you want to do is you want to click on add IP address, and then add current IP address, that's yours, and whitelist it. The other thing you can do, and this is, if you're going to do it, you have to be aware that you're doing it. This one is any IP address can connect. Okay? It's not the end of the world. Obviously, if you're running a web application, any IP address needs to be able to connect per se. But what would normally happen is you deploy your application on a server, and that server would give you a fixed IP address from which you would be making your request. So then you would go to your MongoDB Atlas, and you would add that IP address specifically. So actually the world cannot get access to the database directly. Only your server can get access to the database directly. Okay, so this is only like that because I work on from multiple offices. So whenever I'm setting up demos or building out projects from that are not live and nobody knows about, I just kind of go down this path because my IP probably changes a lot. And I've actually been at Bow Valley College. I think this one is a Bow Valley College one. And then what happened was, oh no, it's home. But I had a Bow Valley College. I was at Bow Valley College, and I'm like, why won't my database work? And enraged, I wasn't thinking, and I realized that actually it's just that every time I connect to the Wi-Fi, I'm about 60% of the time I'm getting a new IP. And so, so what I did is I do this. I used to do it all the time, but I thought at Bow Valley and home I would have actually a fairly stable set of IP addresses, and that was not the case. Okay, so that's under your network, and that applies to all your databases. Okay, don't forget this, because when you do learn how to connect and use this material right here from me, you're going to struggle. But like I said, call this, yours would be agency maybe, or clients, or contacts, right? And then this whole thing, including these arrows, will become your password, okay? And this here, user one, is not my master user. My master user is Mr. HTML. It's based on this, okay? So what you want to do is you want to create a separate user access. And what I do is I create a new user, and I create an obscenely large password. And that's what I do, because my master password may be easier to manage, but it's only used in a very, very small use case, and it's never anywhere. So I use that to log into this, but I use this on servers, which also makes it easier to delete. So if I go to, where's my users? This is how often I do that. Database access. There it is. Yep. So I add a new user, I can delete a user. So I can just go boom and nuke everyone. Now it's total carnage, but it's easy to fix. Like all the databases that this could run off of, and it's usually only 4 or 5 at a time, I can fix that in 5 minutes when I'm the developer. And if I'm the developer, then that's why that would be there. Anybody that takes over from me on a project ends up changing this to theirs because of security, right? I shouldn't have access. So yeah, it's a very good methodology to create a secondary and database only user that you're going to use right here. User one, gigantic password. Okay, this is what I built so far. You saw it. Only thing is, it's not clickable. But if you look here, I've already set it up for an easy situation. See this right here. That's the database ID. So if I go here, I go clusters, and I go to collections. I should have just probably grabbed the. There it is. Refresh. Go here. There they are. So this ID, the ID, right here. See, it's 272B8. Let's see, 272 should be at the bottom. 272B8. So that's this right there. Neat, right? So I got the ID. That means I can delete and edit anything here. That's easy peasy. Okay, and this is automatically assigned by MongoDB, so it's one less problem for you to deal with. Okay. Let's see, what else can I show you about this? I don't want to show you the whole thing. I moved away on this one. It's I've moved back to Pug. Let's see. I deleted all the items in the public except for the CSS, of course. If there's anything you want me to use, like let's see, I don't know, SCSS. I don't know that I'd be exceptionally excited to set that up for you, but you know, it's the first example I could think of. And also we're going to talk about what's called MVC, model view controller. That's going to be our conversation. I'm going to set that conversation up for Wednesday. Sorry, not like in class, like live. It'll be set up for Wednesday afternoon. I should probably have that video done. It's going to be a special video that's going to cover MVC pattern. Okay, so that way, as this project starts this section out to you, you'll actually start getting, you'll get a better understanding of why is this constructed this way. Okay, and if you haven't learned already, then you'll learn it, and if you have, then great, it'll be a review and you can just skim through it. Let's see, what else do we need? So yeah, so set up MongoDB Atlas, set up your account, get the community edition, start your migration over to Pug. There's your views, right? Pug. And then you'll have this to help you get started. Has a lot of the things, basic things laid out, okay? With structure and everything like that. And a ton of commenting so that you can see and test and everything. And that's about it.